So today, I am going to teach you how to craft a prime Van Nistelrooy in your Dutch oven. In order to craft this Optimus Prime icon, you're going to have to spend 2 million coins on tradable. Ha ha ha!
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy, One Star Weakfoot, and we're back for another player review. And today, we're going to review none other than the Optimus Prime, Ruud Van Nistelrooy. So a lot of people have a problem with this player for two reasons. Number one, the SBC costs just about 1.7 million to do, which a lot of people feel is overpriced. Because if his normal prime dropped via SBC, it probably would have cost less than a milli. Anyways, he costs about 2 million on the market, which is not that bad. But when you can think about it, is it worth it to do a 1.7 million untradeable coin SBC when you could buy him for 2 million tradable? I don't know about that one, Chief. Anyways, we're gonna get into the stats. All right, he's 6'2", high-low work rates, which is perfect for a striker. He only has 3-star, which is not ideal. We'll see if that affects him in game. His pace and shooting look very good. 89 pace is just enough for a striker, in my opinion. All the shooting stats are solid, except his long shots being only 82. That's only decent. His passing looks like it could be a weak point. If you're going to play him as a target man, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are willing to do if you're going to do him, his passing might be a little bit of a downfall. Only 73 vision, only 57 long passing. We'll see how much that affects him in game. I did apply a engine chemistry so he could really have a little bit more passing to him, as well as agility and balance. That brings us to his dribbling. Like I said, his agility and balance look a little weak. 76 agility, 75 balance. For somebody who's 6'2", that might mean he feels very clunky in game. The rest of his dribbling stats, though, are very good. All pretty much just about 90. 96 reactions is a really big standout stat. His physical looks very solid. 79 jumping is probably enough for somebody who's 6'2". His stamina is 82 is solid for a striker. 88 strength looks like it's going to be huge in game. 70 on aggression is also something not to be overlooked. So I'm going to play him at striker. Don't worry, guys. I am not really playing him at CDM. I'm just doing this for chem purposes. But I'm going to play him at striker in the weekend league. I'll be right back with some gameplay. All right, guys. So you might be wondering to yourself, is this guy worth 1.7 million untradeable or 2 million tradable? And I would say, if you could get this guy down with your untradables to closer to 1.1, 1.2 million untradeable, then I would say go for it. He's definitely worth that money untradeable. But if he's going to really cost you 1.7 million untradeable, I would say not quite. There's a lot of really good cards in this game right now, and I really can't justify spending that much untradeable. Now, is he worth 2 million tradable? And I would say, depending on the kind of striker, you might be able to justify it. I'm going to compare him to Prime Raul, who is a card that goes for a very similar price, tradable and untradeable. So he's 6'2". He's very tall. He's very big. He operates pretty much as a target man that can also get in behind. His pace 89 is very solid. He's able to beat most center backs getting in behind. And once he's through, you are not getting the ball back from him if you shield. He's very strong. He's able to keep possession and really get a shot off. His shooting was pretty much really accurate. His attack positioning being 92 was very noticeable. His finishing 96 was also very noticeable. He finished absolutely everything in the box, and he has 93 shot power, which is very noticeable because all his shots were like bullets, accurate bullets. So shooting, no complaints there. His passing was surprisingly good if you keep it simple with him. He's very good at being a target man, meaning that he could shield the opponent and really spray like those last final through balls to like a winger or a secondary striker if they're in behind. If you're going to use him to do driven passes across the midfield or like long passes, then he's not going to be your guy. You're really going to find him laying you down in that regard. But if you keep it simple and if you want to do intricate little 1-2 short passes, he's actually surprisingly good at that. His dribbling was not too bad. He was a little clunky, but he wasn't as clunky as I expected him to be. He's not going to dribble the ball like a Ronaldo, like an Henry, but he's also not going to be as clunky as a Lukaku or anybody like that. He was very good at keeping the ball even when pressured, and the ball seemed to bounce back to him a lot of the times, which is what I find with a lot of these icons. His physical is where he really shines. Even though he only has 79 jumping, I found him winning the ball in the air pretty much against any center back I could pretty much come up against. His strength was strong enough to hold back any defender I came up against. He was coming up against flashback Luis, against Sergio Ramos, against Varane, against that special Sanchez, and he was holding all of them off as long as he was ahead of them. And he has such a big player model in game that he's able to shield very effectively. And that's a trait that's very rare in this game. I would liken him to basically a team of the season version of Arnautovic. He has the same kind of body type where he's very big, very hard to get the ball off of, but he's just better at everything. He's faster, better shooting, not quite as good passing, but everything else. His dribbling was even better. And that was very surprising to me. So for $2 million, if you need a target man striker that's not limited in his pace and can really finish and pretty much finish headers, then he's your guy. And for $2 million, you really can't go too wrong, being that he's an icon, being that he has a lot of good links, being that you could bring in like a De Jong into your team. You could play him in midfield, or you could bring a De Ligt into your team. He brings a lot of flexibility into your team in terms of links. And I didn't think I was going to like him that much, but he's very solid. He scored 4 goals, I think 4 goals in 4 games, and that was very solid for me. So if you like this review, please smash the like button. Please smash the subscribe button. I'll be back tomorrow with a Weekend League review. Let you know how I'm doing the Weekend League, and yeah.